people?
Hey guys, PvP with milk.
No.
I
Just
think
the death. PvP with milk equals death.
Does indeed. What up? What up? What up? What up?
Hey, I got it killed on milk. That's all I care about. Just one. Just one. Hey guys, this is GM Dad. How are you? Boy, that was your line. Sorry.
what? Me?
Oh man. Oh man.
Alright, I'm checking the login. Hi! Milk karma is gonna spoil.
No. Zing. Alrighty.
So what is happening?
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome, 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 welcome.
Can we get a curse mode card game? That's rad.
Not today.
No card games today. Hey, believe it or not, though, as a company, we have opportunities for card games. We just got to figure out if we can justify putting all that effort into it. There's a lot of effort that goes into CCGs. Like brutal.
Who is the pie and who is the rush?
Who's the pie and who's the rush? That's a pie. That's a rush.
And this is the much.
Yes. Okay, so I know the most hot topic right now is the stat allocation with Rebirth. And Rebirth currently in this state that you guys can see looks like it's only a pay model.
Yeah.
Only paid.
So just to kind of throw this out there, we are definitely going to be rattling some cages in regards to what's going on with both the impact of the modification of the stats, and even if we find out that the modification of stats is like 0.001% of any sort of modifiers over the end game, then like with kind of what we've shared internally, if it has no impact or very little to no impact, then it should be available more often and available to more players to kind of push that static game around. If we do find, obviously we got to look at what's going on with the how much there's actually going to impact that, and so we will be suggesting some changes in regards to how that affects
Yes,
the game.
Anxious, we do agree impact, no matter how small it is, still an impact.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's the same sentiment that we have.
Higher microphone.
I did. Did I increase it? Isn't it high?
Is it louder?
Louder now?
Can you hear? Can you hear?
I hope they fix the volume issues. So
Okay.
it's like a 50-50 kind of thing?
It's louder now. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Finally.
Good.
There we go.
Louder!
Wah!
Our mixer just took a big old red dump as I yelled.
Oh, yeah. Black Eyed Peas.
Too loud.
All right. Oh, hey guys. No spamming, please. We're not going to be able to plow through like a paragraph per on that. It's too much.
Yeah.
Especially
much.
since that was a copy paste.
Cry was like hereby yelling. Great Spell TV. That's not the main topic though. That's a big one.
We're not gonna have boosters.
What?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, not that that's anything in
Yeah,
there.
there shouldn't be any boosters. That's still the definition of pay to win.
Yeah.
Read the letter. That the chat moves too fast, and we don't have
letter?
that big ass
Oh,
thing that just came up.
it's a copy pasta thing.
Yeah.
They can copy pasta in it. Buff gauntlets, please.
Rough cons.
That's
No.
milk too.
No.
Oh, wait, no. No, that's not how it works.
You know, Milky, you horrible. I got my one kill though. One. That's all I needed. It was just one. I mean, granted, you took like 12 of my lives, but I got one.
We're gonna discuss further about the rebirth thing.
Yeah.
Now, ideal situation in my head is you guys get a chance to rebirth like for free once a month or something, or buy it with CP or whatever.
Or every time you unlock a karma. Anytime that there's a big impact on the game or impact to your play style. We also had a great suggestion today by the guys over at MMO Huts. They were like,
free memo.
no, MMO Huts.
Okay.
They were saying, why not have a trial concept in training so you can test out the new karma or the different karma. Since some of you may know, the last 2 days have been media, game industry media roll in. Then we had a couple big influencers come in and people that we've worked with through Streamlabs OBS. And so what they said over at MMO Huts was, you know, they like to lean more towards PvE. But with a lot of PvE games, you get to try stuff out, and that was a great idea.
Can you notice that person?
Who am I noticing?
Aesthetically dying.
Who's aesthetic? Oh my god, Ken the hot daddy in the middle just noticed. Aesthetically dying. Noticed.
You got the daddy caves.
Mm.
Okay, I'm done.
Zion, and you guys, so anyone saying that there's problems at the moment, we gotta chill, we gotta roll that back. We have a game that's going into launch, and there are things, and we have been listening and making adjustments and doing all of these changes.
I mean,
so
come on, guys.
We'll hear it out.
From alpha, we have been making changes. Obviously, when things are released, you might not like it, you might love it, but hey, we do listen to you guys. We have made changes. The devs are open to listening to you as well. So just keep it civil. Be like precise, not just say this is garbage. Fix this garbage.
This is broken. Why? Because it is. I know, likey. So we will. Poobie, what's the question again? In the founder's weapon style? I'm not too sure exactly what that means.
No, the only founder's weapons you're gonna get is the 4 karmas. When dual souls and other karmas come in the future, they're not gonna. Maybe they might have the similar looking skin, but the founders pack buyers will not be getting the additional future karma founders pack skins for free. Is what they're asking, I think, because the founders pack, the tier 2 edition, gives the weapon skin, the weapon that you can upgrade.
Yeah.
But they're saying when the new karma comes, will the same founders pack buyers get the new karma's skin of that as well?
Oh, okay. Nice.
Why is founders costume so expensive on its own? I mean, the whole pack itself, if you consider the current value, is a big discount. It's like 40% discount.
No, but that's what they're talking about. Is why is the initial cost of the costume so high?
Well, this one is you can only get it through Founders Pack.
Yeah, once the early access ends, this Founders Pack and that costume are gone forever. It's an exclusive for this launch only. You won't be able to get it through any other means. You won't be able to get it through any other methods. Once the Founders Pack's gone, we're releasing it. Whoever has the costume at that point, that's it.
Why does underwear cost $10? Because it's underwear. It's pantsuit. Have you played any other? Pantsuits are the most expensive.
But are they used pantsuit?
Used by you.
Will there be any other karmas in the future? Yes, absolutely. That is the bread and butter of Kurzspell. It's going to affect how the game is played, and I mean, similar to like a lot of like MOBAs and stuff like that, the characters change the dynamic of the game. And in Kurzspell, it's the karma that's going to be changing the dynamic. The side thing, man, that's it's beyond me.
I know. I've told them when I was in Korea, the most popular one of the most popular ones were spear, scythe, gun, and shield.
Oh, nice.
So I told them, don't worry. They heard. Jeff heard.
So you know what the funny thing is what do you guys think of how it's going to change the dynamic of the game? So we already have intercept. We already have range. We already have mana. So exactly what element is going to be changed so much that spear? Because anyone who's played with me in PvP going back like 15 years knows that I hate hybrids. I love the more paper rock scissors aspect where you have designated roles, especially in a game where this particular weapon is going to be this, and that's why you get to change between this karma and that karma, is to literally change your role on the fly. But if there's too much bleed on the different roles, then what's the point of switching at that point? You just have a spear / mage / this /
Yeah.
Dio, right? So CC crowd control would be nice.
You already have lots.
Thinking about gauntlets and no.
You're all no, that's 1B. That's 1B.
Yes, as I mentioned briefly in the Discord chat, I will be discussing the stat allocation part of the Rebirth ticket. Like, that part, only being locked behind Pigate is not ideal, I should say.
Oh, I like that support buffers and debuffers. That like a shield class would be awesome for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like blocking for
Yeah.
your allies.
Like
Well,
blocking,
it's a-
throwing up walls. Like, oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I dig that. How long are Founders Packs available at their current price? That we're not going to give you a cutoff time, but I think we can tip them off to the fact that it will not go towards. It will not last the entire year.
Yeah, we are aiming to fully release in 2019.
Yes.
And whenever full release comes, goodbye Founders Pack.
And goodbye access to those costumes. Don't even act like you're not gonna push for unlocking.
Yes.
You can buy the Founders Pack on Tuesday if you're in LA and South America.
Mm-hmm.
The prices on the Founders Pack right now, yeah, it was the both Karmas, Blazing Fist and Diabolic Witch Karma, Rebirth ticket, all the Founders Pack costume, the mask, the chest, the shoes, the cloak or cape.
Okay.
That will be, I think it was $39.99. I'm trying to check, actually.
Pricing globally is actually going to be the same. We're not changing prices from region to region because it's Steam launch. It has to be static throughout. Korean.
Korean. Yes, Korean. Is it the one labeled starter pack? I don't think so.
The Korean server, no, because if you play on the NA server, your data is not going to be transferred. I'm gonna speak in Korean one time.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay.
서버랑 서버 달라요. 북미, 유럽, 남미 다 다른 거라서 구매하시고 한국 서버가 나왔을 때 들어가신다고 받는 거 아닙니다. 그래서 한국 서버 하실 거면 안 하시는 게 좋아요.
Okay, now we're back to English.
There you go.
Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm bilingual. Yes, 2 Karmas, Rebirth ticket, all the costumes, $39.99. Plus that and the 4 Karma the skins for sword, bow, gauntlet, and staff be $49.99. Calm down. This is made by Korean people. There'll be like 1 or 2 Koreans every now and then. And come on, guys, this is like the first time a Korean-made game was released in the West first. Like, I actually never experienced it, because usually when you hear a good Korean game you want to play, it takes a good year or 2 to come first to NA. But we're actually gonna get content and everything first here before they even get it in Korea. So think about that for a second. It's kind of crazy. It's really crazy.
And when we say West, we mean North and South America. And then in about
and even Europe is gonna get it before Korea. So
I know.
And technically, when Europe does release, it's gonna be synced content. So you're not gonna be behind NA or behind South America. You won't be like, oh, we're behind. No, you'll just be like.
Right. And so We are the new Koreans. You guys are killing me. Okay, so
Look at me.
Legacy means that the content is going to drop simultaneously for all games. And so as the other regions are jumping on to Steam, we get all of the same content, which is why we're leaving the Founders Pack up until after Asia launches, so that everybody has access to the Founders Pack. Once after a certain amount of time, we're going to go gold, which means that the Founders Pack disappears, those costumes disappear. And for those who are not familiar, how the purchasing the karma works.
Oh, with CP? You just get CP, the required CP, go to the R menu, go to the Karma section, and there should be a one to buy it with CP.
Pre-download, we're working on that. That is such a big deal. I mean, the last thing we want to do is like let the game or open up access to the game and then have to wait for everyone to download before jumping in. I mean, we'd love to be able to make the game core content downloadable and then open up the login so that everybody can jump right in on day one. Why are Witch Gauntlet behind paywall or 510 wins? Because that's the consumable content of the game. So with a game that has a PvP backbone, we need to entice people to be able to play. And you need to be able to unlock these stuffs. So in a lot of games you have unlockable characters, where characters are the big issue. So when you have to, like in games like, similar, like I said, in games like League and stuff like that, in order to unlock every character in the game, it would take you an unbelievable amount of time to play and unlock all of those characters. 510 wins. It's not 510 wins.
I will clarify or try to clarify exactly how many wins or matches or it takes. So don't do your initial calculation without proper data.
Yep.
And spread misinformation.
Yep.
I'll check with Jeff.
Unless Jeff's
I don't
watching
think
now.
Jeff is up yet, because if he was here, he would say hi.
Yes.
That's true. That is also true.
So just wait. In Europe, we will be publishing. We're not gonna go through a different publisher like GameForge.
Sorry, can you scroll back up? I wanted to see what the
Phoenix?
Kitty. Few months if we understand what you're saying, but that shouldn't apply to beta karmas. For dual souls on, yeah, go ahead. But that starting 4 karmas won't be allowed from the start or for us to choose. There's ever since alpha, technically it was only 2 karmas. That can be either or. So you get 1 karma at the start of the game. Either Talia or Dance of Wind. Everything else from day one. Maybe we shouldn't have allowed them to.
Yeah, that I can see where the confusion came from, because initially I was confused as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how it's gonna be. Unfortunately, those 2 Blazing Fist and Diabolic Witch which is premium DLC, but there is a grind option that actually it took quite a long discussion to get implemented. The free-to-play option. What Google document is Hime talking about?
He may created a suggestions document
Cool.
in the Discord,
Oh,
which I have taken a look.
Can we grind for underwear? So from the whole concept of costumes, we're still considering what is going to go into the game as far as costumes go. There will be free costumes,
there should
costumes,
be free-to-play costumes.
but we just haven't shown any of that yet. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff that we have to develop for the game that will be rolling out later on. Can we grind on underwear? Ew.
If you want to. I mean, technically the the armors and costume doesn't add that much stats.
So Mishani, you have a good point, but the thing is the content of the game is PvP, and to acquire the content, if we just gave everything out on a free-to-play game, how are we going to fund the game? That's a rhetorical question. Make you buy to play? No. No, it's not that easy. Cosmetics, people don't, not everyone's going to buy for cosmetics. It's not going to happen.
And technically, the manpower and the resources and time it takes to create a karma versus a costume is completely different.
Mm-hmm. You're right, but it's also been proven that games like Dota and games like League of Legends, if they were launch today and become brand new with their same existing business model, would absolutely tank. The same thing with like World of Warcraft. If we were to launch a game that was $15.99 a month to play, it's already been proven and it demonstrated that those games will tank and they all go free to play. So absolutely not.
Apex characters, some of them are all locked behind either grinding or pay game too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fortnite doesn't really have anything other than,
Yeah.
millions of players.
Yeah. And the would you say the skill? So Fortnite is it does have skill because of the building element, but then the
building and aiming.
The shooting element is what Rush and I were actually talking about earlier. In a game where you don't necessarily have that amount of skill, the range and distance that you have with an FPS is a mitigation for skill. So as long as you can hit somebody with a bullet, they can get dropped. And like Milk has demonstrated today against all three of us on a 1v1 environment, the skill that's involved with this game, even with the most basic of stuff. And Milk was able to unlock all of the different the Karma Crystals to have all of the skills and utilize those effectively, and didn't have to pay a single dollar. That's all free to play content. So being able to push that, there we go. Game is esports already. Free rebirth when thigh sliders is not fun. That's awesome. We have esports partnerships that we're already talking to. So, yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we know what you guys are talking about, and we are going to talk about it. But until we can give you results, we can't really say we're gonna make sure that 100% this is gonna happen, because I can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Like, we need everybody to jump in. I mean, granted, I mean, if people want to basically state that the game is already doomed from the start, then why aren't we having this conversation? Why are you guys tuned in? But as long as we go live and you guys jump in and you can continue to give us the constructive feedback and we demonstrate back to you guys that we are listening, then we'd like to have you with us and help us expand the game and make all the changes that we need to. People buy me a Founders Pack. Nice.
Okay, we get it for free.
Yeah, but then we're getting wiped.
And then we'll get it for free again.
The Founders Pack?
Yeah, for our GM characters.
For the GM characters.
Well, your personal stuff, you can buy it in your own money.
I know, I have to buy it with my own money. I already know Rush is buying it with his own money. The completionist over here. We are definitely rethinking the rebirth system.
Yeah, rebirth system.
Absolutely.
Definitely, we are aware. But the karma thing, I mean, honestly, I think it's similar to what Warframes has, what League has. It's just a number of matches that's like making you feel like it's too much grind. But when you actually get in, each match is like 5 minutes tops.
Unless it's against Milk, and what was it? 3 minutes, 15 seconds, Rush?
I don't know.
3:15.
No.
But you know what? I'm gonna throw this out there. let's say we have a bunch of milks that are in the community.
Yeah.
And Rush has to 3 minutes and 15 seconds 500 times. In theory, that's a lot of time. So this is definitely Rush is not bad. 2,500 minutes play.
Remember, the whole 510 thing is not official, so stop
No.
using unconfirmed information to make your formulas or whatever, or conclusions. I don't know if people are aware, but you can also sell items to get CP.
Mhm.
So it's not just playing that gets you CP.
Yeah, if you guys drop things like underwear and stuff like that in game, you can dump all that stuff for
Yeah,
CP.
you can sell duplicate items for CP as well.
No, but these are things that they haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
So you guys are literally talking about stuff and aspects of the game that you have not seen yet. So it's silliness. Come on. Why not allow loot boxes to be earnable as more content? It's possible.
The skill crystals you can also get in the game.
Yeah, they drop.
Yeah.
They're drop rates.
It's not like the loot box skills are suddenly the better ones. They're still the same grade.
Yeah, same grade. And you can't upgrade any of your skill crystals through any shop items. They have to be grounded. And the skills have to be used individually in order to level them up. So if you need to upgrade the leap.
Okay.
If without using leap, you will not level it up. You cannot power it up. You have to use the individual skills. So you're jumping in game. People like in PvE just leaping back and forth.
Yeah.
Leap, spam.
I think that's like the start to every Kurt spell match with a freaking Talia right now. The start of match runs towards them, leap, and then you see both of them moving.
Oh, I know, but it's that preemptive leap.
No, have it equipped, not use it. You have it equipped and you win a match and you get AP for it, and then that levels it up eventually.
But the EXP rates for all of them move up differently.
No, that's because you're equipped with a different time. I think they all get the same AP. From what I noticed, from my
I'll go double. We'll check when we go back to my desk.
Yeah. So I don't think Ichi. Maybe that does make sense too, but from what I experienced, they all get the same AP.
So we'll double check on that just for confirmation. Will we still have weekly live streams every week? Yeah, it doesn't matter if we launch.
If anything, we're gonna have it more often.
Yeah. We can start doing contests and competitions, design contests, all that kind of stuff. So, and just to let you guys know, the team that is working on Kurtzfell is extraordinarily small compared to most dev teams. And the fact that we've been able to crank out as much as we have, it's insane. Can we let them know about the what we didn't think was going to be ready until?
Oh yeah, well it's like, yeah, sure.
Well, not all of them are
Yeah.
going to follow, So we have custom missions. So custom missions are basically like sparring rooms that are built by players. It's the only way you can build a room that allows 1v1, and it's the only way that you can build a room that's 3v3. And we didn't think we were going to have the 3v3 aspect live until later after, but the dev team was able to crank it out, and we played some 3v3 matches that were absolutely insane. It's a lot of fun.
I just stay back sniping everything.
I know you stay back sniping everybody. I'm the one that you keep sniping.
I think it's after like the second match, you're just like, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm
everyone.
going to bypass that 50-yard line. I'm going right for the campers that are in the back posting with Dance of Wind.
I'm just like, let me snipe people.
Well, we had to figure out what we're going to do in the 1v1 aspect, or spinning the 1v1 aspect, because since it's only going to be available right now for the custom missions, can we have a special map for 3v3? That'd be cool too.
If
But-
it becomes officially integrated into the game.
But I can assure you guys that we have to see the big interest in 1v1. We have to see the big interest in 3v3, like with our experience with Elsword, everybody would say, bring back 2v2, bring back 2v2. We implemented it after some dev time, put it back into the game, and nobody used it. It was that verbal minority that would say, bring this aspect back. And then when we checked the logs on how many people would build out these 2v2 rooms and stuff like that, nobody used it. So you can't necessarily tell us about it. You got to show us.
1v1 is 1v1 against the Electro Super. Hey Fabian, how are you?
Okay, we gotta slow this down.
Slow mode.
Slow mode.
That's not Discord.
Right.
There should be the slow mode right here. Where is
There.
slow mode? No crafting professionals as of yet, I don't think.
No.
That is just gonna be more grind.
Zysa, we've addressed this a couple times, but if you VPN into North America, not only are you doing a huge disservice to the North American players, your ping is actually going to affect your gameplay and it'll bug out. If Steam finds out that you VPN using the Steam client, they'll actually ban your Steam account and you'll lose all your Steam games and stuff like that. Just don't do it. I know some people do anyway, and they think that risk, but with the number of games I have, especially the number of games he has on Steam, if we ever lost our Steam accounts, it'd be death. I would just not wake up anymore. Horrible. So I wouldn't do it. I mean, obviously, people are going to do what they're going to do, but I would just strongly suggest that you don't VPN.
I hate this new Curse client. The stats on the accessories can be changed to whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's not RNG based. You just get whatever is possible at that moment and just change it.
Yeah, CP, right?
It costs a little bit of CP, but yeah, you can change it at any time. So you can wear what you want and put this also the CP or not the stats what you want.
Oh, the fixing the RNG mentor encounters?
I mean, honestly, from what I tested, I'm meeting a lot of NPCs. As I do, like every 2 or 3 missions, I'm meeting NPCs. And the ones you're tracking, you're meeting 100%.
We are planning on localizing the to Russian. As a matter of fact, you're going to hear or see our announcement for requesting some help from our Russian players to actually help us out. So Russian, French, German, and Turkish are going to be some of our big pushes because that's the most hype that we've seen from those countries.
Don't eat an ant.
And also Polish. So we will be posting the who wants to help with those areas because we think, honestly, oh man, we have worked with some big localization companies, some of the biggest names in the industry, and they suck. Not to push anybody under the bus by name, but
we are EU.
Yes, we are EU.
We are doing everything.
We'd love to do Dutch, and if you guys want to help us out, if anybody from the Netherlands wants to help us out, please do.
I mean, at the end of the day, because we have an in-house South American, Spanish, Latin America, and English able to be translated and have quality checked, we're doing it ourselves. But the other languages, we just can't trust those people. They don't do very good QA work with the translations, and because I personally cannot check, I get kind of paranoid. So we're gonna depend on the fans of Kurtzspell to help us. Fan subbing, basically, fan subbing.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone remember that one? Fan subbing? Yes, South American servers will be going in.
At Kurtzspell TV, I'm Dutch and like to help, but where can I sign up?
We will post the announcement for the servers later.
But meanwhile, you can hit up Rush.
Yeah, you can hit me up in the meantime, and I'll point you guys in the right direction. Is there a spectator option in custom so that we could have something similar to Rushine in the future?
Yes.
Yes, there is a spectator option. I've been playing around with it. Pi's used it once to watch me get wrecked.
Yep.
I'm not sure if Mosh has tried spectator yet.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. And I have also created rooms where I had other people watch me get my
Yes.
butt kicked.
I was one of those. When are the applications for mod volunteer work coming?
Yes, you guys are going to see the applications posted. We're actually going to have a page on the website that's going to be good.
Why are you letting players buy supply boxes at launch? Players who spend a lot will skip a ton of progression compared to the free player, therefore resulting in an unfair matchup against players who have an optimal skill sheet.
Go find Milk and play Milk. Milk will only use the Talia, and you'll get wrecked. And he doesn't even have to switch. Absolutely, the skill base curve on this game is amazing.
Noon,
Kind of joking.
noon Eastern time is what we're shooting for. However, it really depends on how we can work with Steam to launch it. But that is our target date time. Noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
Drink your milk, y'all.
Freeze, we'd love to. We'd love to. Like I said, we have a very small dev team, actual physical dev team. So it's going to be rough on how much we can crank out.
Yes, there will be a partnership reward for YouTubers, Twitch streamers. That's also included with the whole fansub partner support program as well.
Can I just buy the karmas separately? How much will each karma cost? You will see the karma prices be posted. And we want you guys to all be able to jump in and have some of you guys or whoever grind out some of the missions for unlocking the Blazing Fist for Diabolic Witch specifically. And if we will see how fast people are able to unlock them. Kurtzspell will have a partnership program, Dolby, yes. Oh god, they're already talking about the Elsword costumes and type roles.
Wizra, we are gonna talk about the whole stat allocation thing. It's not gonna be final yet.
Yeah. Now we agree. We have to see how it's going to work. But if we can provide, so let's say even if we state that there's not much, or we find out on the tech side, the stats for Rebirth have a positive effect on how well you play based on how often you, obviously if you add intelligence and wisdom using the Diabolic Witch, that would make sense. But if all of a sudden you switch over to Sword,
And
you have no strength and you have no defense and you get wrecked. Huh?
But you smart.
But you're smart. But the thing is if they allocate stats,
Yeah.
and you find out that you start using the Diabolic Witch more often later on, you should have an opportunity to go back and respec. Because if you bust your butt in order to unlock Blazing Fist, then you should have the opportunity to respec so that you're now where you want to be, so that you've got your meta on the two weapons that you go back and forth on. Yeah, so you can use your new karma more effectively. So we're definitely on that, and we'll get back to you as soon as we hear some feedback from the dev, and we have the internal rounds of conversation, so we'll pull for you guys on that. And for those who aren't familiar, if you unlock a costume in-game, the in-game costume is going to have the same stats as anything that is available on our shop. So costumes are the same no matter what. Underwear is the same no matter what, whether you unlock it in-game or via costume. It's so serial. High five. Nice. Offering to everyone. Can you scroll back up on that one? Just 12.
First of all, hey there guys, hope you all doing well. There are many popular free-to-play games that give billions of dollars in profit, like Fortnite. Just cosmetics alone. They pull in all of this money just from cosmetics. So would you agree that this principle can be adopted to Kurtzspell too, offering grinding if you don't want to pay for something that should be offered for everyone in the PvP game isn't boding well with the community?
It's a good question. I don't know how much time I should be able to spend on stuff like this, just because, like when you play Counter-Strike, when you play Quake, when you go back and you play Quake 2, not the crazy one where you have all these different characters. When you have the same art, when the game is specifically designed from the ground up to be virtually identical, every character or every player playing the same character with access to the same content, and the only difference and change in the game design that you get is a costume? Absolutely, I agree. But that's not the way a lot of other games are built. when you play Street Fighter and stuff like that. Each character does not, you don't just get to change the costume and change the entire dynamic of how that character functions. And that in Street Fighter 5 costs $50. But anyway, I digress. And yeah, you have to unlock characters too,
Yeah.
which is DLC. But like with what the players are saying, you have more options to start. So these are things that we've actually brought up with the dev team, and things that we have talked about in the fighting game scenarios. So we will get more information on that to you guys later. Have you guys considered that both starting comments and physical damage, which makes it easy to scale due to high physical defense? Ryegrass, it's too early to tell for that. Way too early.
Will Kirksville development team have any type of SJW mentality on the content?
Also, will you guys be implementing seasonal? Wait, what SJW mentality on the content?
What?
Like, are you talking about like having gay characters and female characters, or female characters that are buxom, or it needs to be equal, like pretty girl with an America's ass? I don't know if anyone's gonna get that
We've
one.
made
but-
it clear that there is no special reward for people with Grand Chess rank
Mhm.
during the CBT.
No.
Only, what was it, B rank? Some of the people reach B rank, they get stuff?
Yes, they get the ceremonial ring.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Osirio. How are you going?
Hi.
Crystal said that we get a rebirth ticket after we unlock the karma. Does that apply to unlocking sword bow too?
Well, no, we haven't confirmed that you get a rebirth ticket after unlocking a karma. That's something that we thought would be a cool idea, but we still haven't seen that concept in implementation yet. We don't know if there's going to be a rebirth. Like, if we were to find out where and how, from the free-to-play aspect, that we can implement rebirths and have it make sense, then we'll see it. But we still have to find out how this is going to go.
The DLC, as I mentioned, is $39.99 and $49.99 option, Tier 1 and Tier 2. Tier 1 has a Rebirth ticket, the 2 Blazing Fist and Diabolic Witch Karma, and then the Founders Pack Vanguard costume, the top, shoes, gloves, and the mask, and the cloak, the cape. And then Tier 2 has all of that plus the weapon skin for all 4 karmas.
We will be publishing here for Europe, but we are going to be doing so with the help of our players. We're going to have a volunteer program for both moderation and translation.
Thank you guys for taking feedback to the devs. I've seen the results in CBT since playing Alpha. It'll be a rough road ahead.
Yeah, man, no, we know it's going to be a rough road because we know firsthand. I mean, we have our own. The voice that you guys are talking with, for the most part, is in complete alignment with the things that we've been talking to the dev team with on a daily basis. Now, I'm not looking forward to getting my butt kicked by Milk on a regular basis, but it happens. But being able to sit down with our players that have already literally designated that skill level to the game and providing that kind of feedback has been absolutely, it's priceless. Amazing. Priceless.
Kind of.
But we're in line.
Wait, Milk?
Yes.
Yes.
Milk was in game and stomping on all 3 of us.
Still technically on stream.
Yeah. Milk streaming at the moment.
With the title Milk Chillin' listening to the Boss Boys of Kurtz.
Stealing content!
But she's not re-streaming us, she's literally just standing there. So
Oh, yeah. So, SJW meaning will male and female characters stop looking cool, sexy? Also, will you guys be implementing seasonal special PvP maps in lobby? Dude, we would love to. We have no idea just yet if we're going to be spending so much time going back and rebalancing. You guys will help us localize in Russian. The Russian players, not people who don't speak Russian. That's awful. But we want to add karmas. I'm not going to tell you how often, but as often as we can. We want to add new maps. And if we do have a strong pull for 3v3, which I don't know is going to happen, We will have maps that cater to that. And in the 1v1 field, I mean, I would love a smaller map so Rush can't run. And that way I could just leap and pin him down so he doesn't get to do that whole I'm going to run and snipe thing.
Just give me a big ass map for 1v1 so I can run to one side.
Rafa, we will. You gotta give us some feedback in regards
Well,
to
I
where
mean,
we're at.
the thing is, at the end of the day, the reason it's one price is because this is the items you can get in the Founders Pack can also be sold in the marketplace. So there will be abuses if you don't make it properly, the currency wise.
Hi Jeff. The GM Jeff.
Did a wild GM Jeff show up?
I didn't see it. Maybe you're just saying hi to all the Jeff, you know.
Yeah. Hi Jeff.
So he said hi Pi and then the hi Rush.
Oh.
And maybe he thinks you're Jeff.
Maybe he thinks I'm Jeff.
Maybe you think Jeff's
I'm
in the
definitely
chat.
Maybe you're Jeff.
About people in the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, are we going to be locked to NA or SA? Good question. Can you write that down for me? I will have an answer on that for you guys very soon. Good question.
Sorry, what am I writing?
Will Puerto Rico and the Caribbean, what directions are they going in? Because believe it or not, because the Caribbean is actually separated into different regions, like obviously Jamaica is its own country, however Puerto Rico is an American territory. So I need to get back to you on that, but we got to figure out if, based on our census, if we have more Spanish speakers in Puerto Rico, or is English prominent enough to where it would make sense to have Puerto
Sobs,
Rico
I
out there.
answered your
Yeah.
question right after you posted. I don't know where you were. And now you have your friend posting the exact same thing. So I don't understand. Do it again, you're gonna get banned.
Yeah. With the idea of making the different PvP rank letters noticeably as SG with a little animation or slight glow with the. Oh, we've already seen it.
Huh?
How they change differently.
For what?
The different ranks. Like in game, like when you have even like an E rank, there's a square around it.
No,
This
I know
thing is right
they're saying it's too subtle.
Oh, I thought you said there's no difference. I was like, well, of course
There's
there is.
like slight little thingies coming out.
So you just want to be like, ah, look, I'm G
Yeah,
rank.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's actually a pretty good suggestion. I wouldn't mind.
No, I already told Jeff when I was in Korea.
Did you?
Yeah, I almost
He's
got some feedback that I wanted to tell him personally. Make it flashier rank design for G ranks and higher ranks. What's the middle guy's name? Is Mosh. MOSHUP.
Masha. What's the?
No further information on the karma after Dual Souls. Dual Souls is like, well, how can we give you information about the one after that?
But there will be more karma after.
I mean,
after those
I did say it was like a magic base, right? Intelligence base. Before, yeah,
Yeah.
but that's it. We're not gonna say you what weapon.
Time for them to guess.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's definitely not gonna be a staff again.
Oh, please no.
They're just gonna go straight to their side theory again. Because if it's like physical, they'll be like it's a side. If you say magical, they'll be like it's a cursed side.
No.
Magic sight.
Yeah.
Like a necromancer.
Right?
No, but like even if you go dual weapons, like if you have like dual kama or something like that. Oh, nunchucks.
Oh, magical?
Huh?
Like the magic.
Curse nunchucks. We can do this all day. It's
At
already
least the
confirmed.
cursed side seems. fun.
Smopy, we're confirming the pre-download thing.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Yeah. We have Windows screen.
No,
we have
No, Mr. X.
more or less.
You do not unlock skills from loot boxes. There will be ways to have
They
drops.
They do have loot box skill crystals.
Right, but they drop in game too.
Yes, not just exclusively.
No.
obviously.
I think costumes are going to be the only thing that's specifically exclusive to loot boxes, correct?
There must be free to play options too for that.
For certain ones.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's nothing that's going to impact the game, like as far as what your weapons have or the skills have or anything else like that, where there isn't going to be a free to play option. But the grind may be rough. So once the game launches, again, guys and girls, that 500 number is arbitrary. We have to wait and see how that grind is starting to look once we get into game, once we go live, once everybody else has seen all of the new stuff that's gone into the game and the adjustments that have been made. So you need to be fair for us too. Get into game, play the game, grind it out, and we will see based on the statistics that are presented after play what it is. And if we see just too much time being spent, you know, with lots and lots of matches being played, and we'll be able to hopefully scale that back. I just can't make any promises.
Yes, more playable races will be added later on. I saw some concepts of it, but I can't tell you. I'm sorry, but they look pretty cool. That's it.
First and staff mains are going to fall behind ranks compared to sword and bow mains on the head start because we won't have the classes we mastered in beta at the start unless we pay. How will you plan to address this on the ranks ladder?
When the ranks ladder reset, everybody will be cool. Alright. It's the old cereal.
Watch this scary. Will there be compensation if you guys lower prices or grind times for the people who already paid or went through the trouble?
There's a reason why we call it early access. And so this is part of the yay, definitely yay on the more races. But there's a reason why it's early access. There are things that we need to be able to test.
When unlocking karmas, will they be available to all characters made?
I will get information from Jeff about how long the thing is that they have about the time versus money thing. How much time it takes, or matches, or whatever.
When okay, so account.
Don't use color text.
Don't use PDF, please.
Wait, how do you do that?
Don't tell him.
We have no idea about the race launches yet.
Only I do.
Dun dun dun.
Crispell, what about the limitations in character creation? Only certain hairstyles are offered with specific personality types. Can we have access to all hairstyles whenever we create our character the first time?
Mosin, I can't tell you why, because we're the western wing of KOG.
But you will not need to buy the Founders Pack to play Crispell. You can play it on Tuesday, whether you get it or not.
Waifu romance.
Yeah, Founders Pack is not required, guys, to purchase,
No.
to play. You can still play.
Yeah, you do not need Founders Pack.
It's nice to know if the game is going to be blocked in Puerto Rico before buying something anyway.
It's true. But
Or play the game before buying anything. How about that? That's
Yes.
a smart choice. For any game, don't be like me, guys. Don't be a whale. It will hurt you financially and
Is there a
physically.
reason
And
behind the charge for making the extra karma?
scroll up.
Extra karma locked behind the PvE quest line, like in the betas, to now having to buy the extra karma quest line, either in-game currency or RMT.
When we actually launched Alpha, we wanted to show everybody with everything that was going to be available. So in Alpha, we opened up the characters entirely. All the stats were maxed out. They had access to all of the karma. Then when we did closed beta, we rolled it back to where you have to unlock everything, for the most part. And then when we did like the premiere yesterday for the media, they were able to go through and do a lot of unlocking. Kind of said like Milk. Milk had unlocked the stupid black hole, unlocked the geyser.
Milk, I think, has unlocked almost pretty much every skill. He has that gauntlet skill that drags you across the ground.
Yeah, I'm aware.
He has instant chase.
Yeah, I'm aware.
He has the 2 sword skills that I unlocked.
And by the way, he only played for a day and a half, and literally unlocked all of those skills with no assistance.
And he spent most, quite a bit of that day and a half in player missions, which means
Custom mission.
Custom missions. So yeah, we're just PvPing.
yeah.
Custom missions is only PvP at the moment.
So you know,
Yeah, so a day and a half, and he started popping all that stuff for both Diabolic Witch and for Talia. No life. We're all here in the game industry, and we're
Yes.
talking about no life. But did he have to unlock gauntlets as a weapon? She. Sorry, Milk. Sorry. She. Fabian. My bad. My bad.
correct.
Yeah, well,
Not
you
even
called her she. No, you called her she earlier, and I completely.
I know what I'm talking about.
This is true. This is true.
How do dyes work? You pick a color and you dye it.
So actually, when you go into the library, you'll see the options for costume, weapon, accessory, and then down below it'll say dye, and then you have 3 different types of. What is the difference? Actually, I didn't see
What?
the exact difference between basic dye, advanced dye.
I don't know. I only had the best dye, so I used the best dye.
So there's 3 different types of dyes that you could use for each, and I wonder if that just
Maybe
changes the
less,
color palette.
maybe less spectrum of color.
And then the
Less
slider
shades,
bar,
yeah.
like brighter versus dark. Best dye.
Yes, black.
Wait, who's Fabian? Are they milk? No, Fabian is Fabian.
Fabian's Fabian. Milk is milk.
Milk is Mimika. Ex
Z.
Mimika or Z.
Z.
Zimimika.
I'm on the stream right now,
Okay.
so I
Yeah.
can.
Why are you starting someone else's stream when you're streaming?
I know.
I am.
Streamlord.
Yeah.
What Streamlord rhymes with?
Making sure she's not restreaming. No, I'm just
No.
joking. I'm just joking.
Or not?
He's just salty and tilted.
Also half true. Also half true.
It's tilted.
Okay, so how do we unlock Karma's Bearer? You play. I'm Mimika.
Content stealer.
But honestly, I incur. If any of you guys are hella good, jump in and give Milk a run for her money, please, because yeah, I'm still a little salty too, but I still got my 1 kill. Ha!
Have you tried playing against Woke or Barrow?
Yeah, I played Vero, Woke, I played everybody. Nobody gave me the kind of trouble that Milk did. Like, none.
Wait, we
you
can
can't
play right
play.
now.
No.
No, I wish. So on the 1st, Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, free to play card spell for everybody.
Yes, there will be
For
cosmetics.
everybody in North and South America.
And there will be cosmetic obtainable from just playing.
Yes.
Why are you wearing hats inside? Because I forgot to wash my hair.
And I always wear hats. And if I don't, then I
Maybe I should have
put
said
my
that.
mohawk up.
And I'm not wearing a hat.
And he never wears hats.
I always wear hats.
He wears hoodies a lot
I
though.
totally wash my
It's
hair.
kind of like a hat. It's like a jacket hat. Hat jacket. Dude, seriously, 1 kill. She's like already the boss mob of PvP. Card spell is marketed as a PvP oriented game. I was paying for a rebirth ticket to change karmas or loot boxes to skip time gated grind for skills, esports. How is that competitive? Because we're in early access and we're still going to be making changes to how content in the game is generated and then consumed. Rebirthing is for changing how your characters look, but by rebirthing you're also able to relocate stat points from a flat 5
But who's rank 1 right now?
We didn't have ranks in
It's
the
fine.
test.
No, it's fine. That's
Oh god, that's right. Oh, I didn't see. I was
You're
like,
rank 1 because you're the only one that's ranked.
no, but still.
1 out of 1.
Is that true?
Yeah,
That's what I
Fabian's 1 out of 1.
Oh.
But who's the only one? I didn't even see that. What's with the bait?
I saw it. That's why I was reading a sarcastic voice.
You're sarcastic.
Fabian needs
Oh.
to be, happy that he's rank 1.
Right, but this was a media test for today and yesterday, so that ends. And by the way, everyone who played in the media test gets wiped.
I mean, never have I been. Technically, this does take in an alternative Grand Chase universe, so there will be more Grand Chase stuff in the future.
Yeah, this is a continuation, a spiritual successor, quote unquote, to Grand Chase. Kind of crazy though. I mean, with Jin and everything that happened to Jin, and with Liar, yep, very much so. Jin, now if you play Grand Chase on mobile and you play Kirkspell, you'll notice that the Jin voice is very familiar. It's the same. But you'll see some subtle changes in how he talks and why he talks the way he does and stuff like that. So
Actually, Zion, I did tell the Korean team about the Mariam body pillow, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
if there was going to be a body pillow, it would probably be Mary.
Yeah.
I see a fifth karma with dual souls, which I guess is 2 swords.
Yes.
Any ideas when that's going to be added to NA?
Soon.
This year.
Soon.
This year.
Will Kirkspell be open on the Steam Workshop for player-made content, or make it easier for future possible events? Possibly.
Possibly, but we have to look more into it and see how it works.
Yeah.
Elysis made a short appearance during the animated cutscene. Yes, she did. No comment.
She looks badass.
Yes, no comment.
What compensation?
What compensation? Is it possible to purchase Founders Pack now or only on release?
Only on release.
Yes. We don't want to have people buying content that they can't use. So that's why we're not doing the whole buy all the Founders Pack stuff now. So please, because it's in-game content, we will allow you to play with the content you purchased.
I don't know if there's a romance system or anything. I know we heard about the marriage system, but I honestly don't really see the need for it.
Well, it's because of the different like marriage skills and stuff like that. Now, if there's a cosmetic difference that allows like the two when you're playing together to kind of have like some kind of a glow, room name stuff, that'd be fun. And so I can actually see that. Where's your guild on Grand Chase?
It will be us for EU, not Gameforge.
Don't find my guild on Grand Chase.
Please.
Dimensional Chaser.
Some tournament mode? Possibly, yes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I would love to host tournaments.
Yes.
It's like, I want to see people like milk.
Good question, Yuki Mura. I knew that a lot of the content is account wide, but are rerolls specific? Like if they make a second character.
Oh, you have to buy a character.
But is the content,
The karma.
is the karma account wide?
I have to check.
Because that way, if that's the case, then
Write that
the second character is only for aesthetics. You know, if you want a guy character or a girl character or thin girl character, curvy white girl. I mean, I don't know. Will there be player-to-player trading? Yes, there will be, using the Steam marketplace. Community marketplace. Ha!
The
Proper noun.
Steam page
Marketplace.
says it releases on 30th, but you said it on 1st. What,
No,
which
30th.
day stuff?
30th. 30th. Tuesday. I said Tuesday.
31st.
The 31st. Tuesday, the 30th.
No, early access character will not be wiped.
Uh-uh.
This is for the media access people playing now.
Yeah.
Theirs will be wiped.
Yeah, so the media people that were playing today and yesterday, they're getting wiped.
Whatever you play from the 30th will not be wiped.
Starting the 30th, it is
Early
official,
access.
but we get to go through the process of seeing how well the game is received, what kind of quick changes we can make to the game and optimize, and if things are too crazy, we still get that opportunity. The media demo ends tonight by midnight.
Midnight. So they have 7 hours.
7 hours of demo left, and then that's it. They get wiped.
I have 7 hours before it gets done.
No one cares. Alright, it's about time.
That is true.
We will answer a lot of the questions that you have today. I know there were a lot of concerning questions.
Mhm.
I will try, because, hey, guess what? Next week, Jeff will be here.
Dun dun dun!
That
So
is
you can
true.
yell at Jeff,
That is true.
not me.
I'll yell at Jeff too.
Please yell at him.
I'll be
Don't
nice to
clip
Jeff.
that!
I'll be nice to
You
Jeff.
know, why would you ever say that?
I want to get clipped.
Oh, you want to get clipped?
I like attention, I'm just kidding.
Okay, Jive, you're going to have to wait until we post the volunteer program, and that goes live on the 30th, right?
Should be. It might be a few days late, because we're trying to flush out the details.
But
Okay, so our target date for the volunteer program and the partner program should go live on our website on the 30th, on launch day. But if it doesn't, it will go up shortly after.
or you can hit me up in the meantime.
Yes, and he'll take your name down.
Can a streamer become a partner?
Yes,
Yes.
but not today.
Not today.
Anyways, see you guys. We're gonna hand off the stream to one of the guys that we got in for the media access day thingy. So have fun watching him, and please don't blame him or anything like that. He doesn't know anything.
Black?
Okay, see you guys next week.
See
We
you
might be here on launch day too. So
Mm-hmm.
see you guys on Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Bye.
It better not be like